at church last night, the message was about Babylon and Nebuchadnezzar and Daniel and being a Christian and doing what's right and being a Christian in spite of not always being in the, easiest circumstances. Maybe you are a Christian, the only Christian or the only person that lives for God amongst sinners, amongst a lot of people that are living in sin. Maybe you're the Christian wife who's married to a sinful husband, or a husband that just does wrong and is wrong. Well, just like the people of God, the people of Israel, the children of Israel were captured and brought into captivity by King Nebuchadnezzar, and they were exiled to Babylon, and they had to go there and they had to serve there basically as slaves in that city for all these years. All these years they had to serve, and that's in the book of Jeremiah. And so they go there into captivity. Well, here's the thing. If you go and you read in 1 Peter chapter 5, I don't got it. Let's see, here we go. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 13, it says, the church that is at Babylon, elected together with you, saluteth you. So doth Marcus, my son. Here's the thing. They were in exile, and they were in a heathen nation, like amongst the heathen, amongst the horrible, sinful people. But yet now, because they decided to keep it up, keep living right, keep doing right, suffering wrongfully, being persecuted wrongfully, here we read hundreds of years later, there's a church in Babylon. That horrible, horrible thing that nobody thought any good would come out of, that nobody thought and could look at and see that there could be any good in it. There's a church in Babylon, and it's in chapter 3. Likewise, you wives, be in subjection to your own husband, that if any obey not the word, they may also without the word be won by the conversation of the wife, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. It says, for it is better, if the will of God be so, do God's will, that you suffer for well doing than for evil doing.